Welcome to some breaking news, and this is pretty bonkers. This is coming from Conor McGregor. He says the rumors of a bout with Topuria.
Former UFC champion Conor McGregor has revealed a tentative deal to compete against YouTuber-turned-boxer Logan Paul in an exhibition bout in India. I am in preliminary agreements with the Ambani family to face Logan Paul in a boxing exhibition in 2021. McGregor, who hasn't competed since his 2021 UFC loss to Dustin Poirier, posted on social media that he intends to fight Paul before going back to the octagon. He tweeted that the rumors of a fight with Tapua are untrue. India, I've committed to returning to the octagon Logan after that. Paul, who is well known on social media and for his boxing battles, including an exhibition with Floyd Mayweather in 2021, has not yet responded to the news that the Ambani family, led by Reliance Industries chairman Mukesh Ambani, is assisting in the event's organization. Hello everyone, welcome to some breaking news from Conor. This is fairly bonkers. McGregor claims that the rumors regarding Toro are untrue, and that he is in preliminary agreements with the Ambani family to fight Logan Paul in a Boxing X tournament in India. I have committed to this, and if Conor agrees, I will then look to return to the octagon. If Conor agrees, I can see this happening because he will be the biggest obstacle. Experts predict that Logan Paul would not fail to take advantage of this chance to confront Conor McGregor in the eagerly awaited boxing exhibition bout. Paul, who once sparred with Floyd Mayweather in a popular exhibition, is renowned for grabbing prominent chances that arrive. Logan's financial and boxing credentials would both benefit from the worldwide publicity that he would receive from meeting McGregor, a UFC superstar and one of combat sports' top attractions. According to observers, Paul's risk-taking attitude and commercial acumen make him, given that it promises enormous viewership and maybe record-breaking revenue, this battle is too good to pass up. I mean, this is awful on so many levels. An hour ago, one of the first replies to it was to declare that a crypto fraudster and a sex pest were nice and cheerful. Merry Christmas, everyone. I know that America is sleeping right now, but when they wake up, this news will blow their minds away, since you're removing two of the largest world stars. Conor McGregor's reputation is obviously in a bad place after what he's gone through in 201-24, and I believe Logan Paul's reputation has been in a bad place for a long time, so it's bunkers. Obviously, we had seen Conor box before he faced Floyd Mayweather, but the entire situation is bonkers. In contrast to Logan Paul, who naturally weighs about 200 pounds, Conor McGregor has fought in a variety of weight classes, including featherweight, 145 pounds, and lightweight. Despite this huge weight disparity, McGregor has announced a preliminary deal to fight Logan Paul in an exhibition boxing match in India, supported by the Ambani family. They will undoubtedly attempt to get close, but I'm not sure where that kind of meeting will take place. Conor is currently up around 170 pounds, so maybe they can get around that 190 to 200 range, but I'm not really sure. Immediately, both Conor McGregor and Logan Paul are well known for their outstanding marketing talents in addition to their fighting prowess, so my first thinking is, how legitimate is this going to be? However, by combining their sizable fan bases and promotional skills, Paul has used his extensive social media following to garner a lot of attention for his boxing endeavors. On paper, this sounds like a fantastic fight, but when you consider who is competing, possibly two of the best marketers in martial arts history, then it's expected to be a major box office attraction. The fight is scheduled for sometime in late 2025 or 2026, and I believe everyone knows exactly how it will unfold. McGregor, who can sell tickets with his eyes closed, and Logan Paul, who will use all of his social media power to get everyone under the age of 15 to purchase the pay-per-view, will start talking early, make personal attacks, and so on. Logan will also make it his entire personality and continue posting videos on social media. It will be promoted as the biggest fight ever, and people will be so excited about it that they can't wait for the day to come. To promote it and target McGregor, they will hold these outrageous, extravagant press conferences where it gets heated and they are arguing and bouncing back and forth at each other. Finally, it's fight night, and everything is going well in the preliminary rounds. Don't fall for it. Even after McGregor's announcement, some experts are still doubtful that the fight will actually happen. It's the most unimpressive fight you've ever witnessed, and I'll just imagine that Jake wins, Conor receives millions of dollars, and the following day we're talking about the fight being rigged once more. We've been here about 8 times. McGregor has already alluded to a number of bouts that never happened, raising questions about the validity of this planned fight with Logan Paul. In addition, the huge weight difference in McGregor's current UFC contract add layers of complexity to planning such an event because, typically, Conor tweets about a fight that is unlikely to happen every day. The day then continues as we read the tweet or see it on our Slack channel. We just say, okay, he's just saying things, and then we might make a graphic. That's about all the talk about it. When my workout at the gym this morning is over, I check my phone because every news source on the planet has sent me a breaking news alert. Conor McGregor is not competing in the UFC, instead, he has agreed to box Logan Paul in India. It has all the right buzzwords in it, doesn't it? These days, if you name one of the Paul brothers, you're going to get some social media buzz. The Abani family, as I mentioned earlier, is one of the richest families in the world, and anyone who hadn't heard of them before probably did so this past summer. They're just a really famous family, and they're already working. I say, now, because more people on our side of the pond are aware of them now. Of course, they were incredibly famous before, and then it even goes so far as to state that Toria was cheeky enough to toss out 2 rumors at once, stating things like, oh yeah, that was that rumor. Although Logan Paul has stated that he is willing to lose weight in order to make the fight with McGregor possible, he could still lose to 185 pounds, which is significantly more than McGregor's most effective fighting weight of 145 pounds. This raises questions regarding safety and fairness in the proposed fight. Believe that you defeated Dylan as there is a means to an end. You believe you're too large for Conor, but I could trim you to 185 and he's like 180, 175, I think that would be awesome. What are you now? You are most likely 220, but Conor was most productive at 14 1/4. Yes, but we will constantly return to the fact that he is a professional boxer. You know, I'm a YouTuber, so that's supposed to be the reciprocal relationship. He asks, why would I be a YouTuber whose personal desire have any business surpassing the tremendous McGregor? Conor Logan Paul did that with Conor, so I'm thinking that he wants to force himself on you, bro. Paul has acknowledged McGregor's prominence in combat sports, but he has also brought attention to the size difference, calling McGregor a small guy in comparison to himself. This observation highlights the difficulties in setting up a fight between athletes of such different physiques. McGregor, Conor I developed both horizontally and vertically. McGregor likes Conor McGregor, a well-known yet little man. Sports analyst Stephen A. Smith has offered his thoughts on the possible bout, arguing that it may be financially advantageous for McGregor to face an entertainer like Logan Paul. According to Smith, there is a good amount of entertainment value and financial incentives that such a crossover battle may produce. From the standpoint of entertainment, if you are a warrior would say I don't like it at all if Conor got in the ring with a boxer or a UFC fighter because he's going to get his ass kicked ready, but it makes perfect sense to get in the ring with an entertainer like Logan Paul because he's both, but he's also athletic and has boxed before. I would want to speak with you. Isn't that the richest family in the world? Yes, they were worth about $100 billion. Did you see the 3-month-long wedding he had for his son? I didn't realize he had Bugattis as a present for 3 months. Who wants to fight me? You remember all the yapping he used to do? Well, he has a lot of enemies, and I'm going to shut it down. Conor is not what he wanted, so even beating him still looks good on someone's CV. He's also looked horrible in every fight you're talking about. Had not won a fight in 7 years, so you would assume that he is finished with the UFC. He returns there and has his eyes beaten, but he has already defeated that elite opponent. What about versus Logan Paul? Stephen, a battle between McGregor and Logan's brother Jake Paul, according to certain fans and commentators, would be more interesting. I can run for around 90 seconds and that's all I have to do. You need to put on an exhibition, they might pay us 50 mil. Jake Paul has become more involved in his career boxing and has previously called out McGregor, adding a layer of personal rivalry that could increase the appeal of the fight. We're talking about, you know, Spain, Seattle, Chicago, and these other places that we haven't been to in a long time, a lot of big fights. I'm working on something right now that will make you all run around. You won't believe it, but I have something planned for 2025 that has literally begun to take shape. Together last night, and yeah, we have some exciting things planned. However, there are worries that the planned fight between McGregor and Logan Paul might not be as competitive as past exhibition bouts that didn't excite fans. Critics hope it doesn't become a dull event, highlighting the significance of pairing fighters with similar abilities and background in India. Conor McGregor claims he has agreed to face Logan Paul.